this identity thing and career, like you had this horrific accident, right, which was not related to actually riding a bike and doing what you do. So and listening to it was super unlucky from what I can gather. Like you didn't seem like you were causing too much trouble or the person driving was. But you mentioned the loss of identity. Have you almost been
I
forced to
think
deal with it
so.
already?
Yeah. I think fortunately I already had that 2 years being out of sport, and I had that completely stripped away with me. Like I didn't know would I return to riding a bike. I was in a off-road vehicle accident that had rolled with my friend like a Can-Am down a fire road at New Year's. We weren't even going that fast. We're going back down to like the campsite, and it's just a unfortunate mistake. And we weren't wearing helmets. We weren't wearing seatbelts. So we both fell out, but the vehicle crushed me. So as I went under it, I caught the roll cage, rolled under it. The whole way to the Can-Am basically like snapped my chest, my sternum bones punctured my heart wall. My heart wall bled out into my lungs. Double punctured and collapsed both my lungs. So they call it a pneumothorax. So then I had like lung drains in, went to hospital, broke my nose. Yeah, so lucky I'm even alive, to be honest. Like if it was a little bit higher, a little bit lower, it would have been dead or paralyzed. So the fact that like survived that and then went through 3 sternum surgeries, like signed dotted lines with like 50% mortality rate if something went wrong with the surgery, or I had an infection around my sternum bone because it's so close to your vital organs. I mean, yeah, you're completely numb. You're going through like, what is life? What's my purpose? Like, what's my why? Why am I here? How can I give back? How can I lead from the bench? And that was sort of, yeah, it was the best 2 years of my life when I look back now, because I started kids' books. I really dove into my mentoring. I went to events and just, worked on signature merch. I then started designing gloves and bikes and product and everything now, which is like the royalties and collaborations that I've got on the side. I did that when I wasn't on the bike because I was like, how can I sort of navigate all of this? And then once it was that blessing when I did finally heal after 2 years and step back into my sport, like everything was a bonus, everything was a win. Super grateful for everything from that point on. Never took anything for granted. Um, and I think now it's like, yeah, we're stepping into any future career. Like I could finish riding tomorrow and I'd be completely okay with it. Like I think that sort of showed with Crankworks this year. I wrapped up the title with 2 events to go, and I was drinking beer with Maxis at the tent, being like, all right, this is sick. Like awesome watching you girls send it. This is great. Like I'm okay with this.